boys and girls. Today I'm off to a place called Knaptoft. It's actually the ruins of a medieval church. So, well, we'll go have a look, take some video, take some photos, and see how we get on. I've seen a few videos on YouTube about this place, but I've actually never done it, and it does interest me. Okay, what else? And that's it basically. Actually, just a little bit of history. The church actually dates back well before the 17th century, and I'll give you a bit more on the history as I'm walking around it. Okay, today I'm going to a place called Knutsford. I'm going to check the sign now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Knutsford, and it's not that, it's not. Knaptoft, there you go. As you can see that. Knaptoft, it's actually a 17th century church, I believe. Ever been here before? And I don't know. It says donation envelopes. Okay. Well, it says donation envelopes. The thing is, if I put something in it, is it going to get pinched? And I've not got an envelope. It's terrible. He's gone there for the Friends of Knaptoft, whose regulations is not allow the self-planted flower shrubs and or the planting of artificial flowers around the memorials. Any plant without permission will be removed. Oh, that's not good. Just talking to a bloke that comes and plants all the bedding plants. The sundial. Can't even see that. To commemorate the wedding of somebody at the ruins. That's very nice. Some local history. This church graveyard wasn't just here. I'm going to have to read that to you. Knaptoft Church was originally part of the Wheely Manor and estate of Knaptoft, which in 1301 consisted of the manor house with enclosed garden, 2 fish ponds, 26 tenants including a miller to operate the windmill, At this time, the estate was one of the most important in the country. After enclosure and chance to sheep farming, after enclosures and a chance to sheep farming in the 15th century, the estate dwindled in population to the lord and the 5 labourers. By the 1524, the mounds and remains of the lost village can be seen nearby, and the adjacent farmhouse is thought to occupy the site of the manor. The visible ruins are believed to be those of the church, built in the 15th century and thought to have been destroyed by parliamentary forces during the Civil War. This plaque was provided in 1977 by Narborough District Council. Actually, it was, if you don't know what parliamentary forces were, it was actually Oliver Cromwell that actually sacked it. That says the parish church of Knaptoft, built in the 13th century and destroyed in the 17th century. The ruins were preserved through the generosity of Henry Mills of Lankenall in the year of our Lord 1932. Now, I have actually been told by a man that looked after this place for some 20 or 30 years that the oldest gravestone that's here is this one. Here lieth the beloved Elizabeth's wife of William Freeman Knapton, who departed this life on the 4th of November and on 1708. 1708. That's apparently the oldest one. And I was told that by the man that used to look after this place and looked after it for 20 years, so you can't go wrong in that. Apparently these graves weren't always in the middle of the church. You can see the ruins of the church here. And that's the entrance. Right, let's go back. Explain to you where because this is not the actual grave. Obviously, it's in the body of the church, so obviously they weren't here. They were actually in that field that's adjacent there. And I believe I was told they was moved in about 1968. That's for this shed, I'm assuming. That wouldn't be open. It's a good thing, really. I'm assuming that's where they keep the stuff to keep on top of it. There's a big beech tree here at one point, or so man told me. That's what this is. The remains of a huge beech tree. "1907, Friends of Knaptoft, 2007. I don't even leave a donation in the box. Seriously. Pretty bad. I haven't got an envelope. There we go, the oldest graveyard in the graveyard. There, the oldest headstone in the church. "1708 must have been just after or just before Cromwell sacked it. It was sacked sort of after the Battle of Naseby, I believe, which Naseby isn't that far away. I think it's going to be a short video today. I'm now in the memorial gardens of Knaptoft Church. Knaptoft Church. This is the memorial garden bit. This village was also in the Doomsday Book. Bit of useless information. There's a lot of villages in the Doomsday Book, but this was in there as well. Big walk round in a circle. There's lots of memorial benches everywhere. And then there's a point and shoot look. All you need, don't need anything else. I'm certainly not bringing an expensive camera down here. Anywhere, to be honest with you. Well, this is one that's out in the sticks. Perhaps I should have bought my torch. "In loving memory of John Thomas Reed, 8th of the 5th, 49. Was that 1949? I would have thought so. I believe this is a yew tree. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a yew tree.
in memory of Lydia Mary Labourer. Aged 66 years old.
There's a hell of a lot of benches around. Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that. Obviously the pillars on the outside of the church. Can you imagine them going all the way up? I'm not sure where the chancel, is that what it's called? The bit where the priest lives or gets all his gab on. Perhaps the chancel was here. Wow, I wonder how old that tree was before it was actually chopped down. Looks ancient. Actually, there's a rumour that this place is supposed to be haunted as well, but I don't know how true it is. I don't know. That just might be rumours. (1807). That's 100 years later than the oldest gravestone that I've found. That's for most people 2 lifetimes. I'm wondering whether that was the original font. Could well have been. There's nothing there to tell me. Definitely looks like sandstone, and it definitely looks like a font. So I'm wondering whether this was the chancel, whatever you want to call it. Granite. 100% granite. They don't make them out like that anymore. Well, they make them out of granite, but they're nowhere near as thick as that.